another bag and a wallet, by the way. They just keep showing up. There's actually this is working out great for me. Like I probably won more prize money than half the competitors that entered thus far. So I'm having a great TI. But let's meet the team of Orange.
Lee Kong Yang, KYXY, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia.
Chai Yifeng, Moshi, Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur.
Lim Wai Ben, Net, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia.
Khu Tong Sing, Ohio, Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur.
Joel Chanjanel, Exting, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia.
So far, Malk has said that they could be top 3. I believe it was you. Maybe it was Cinderin. You're both kind of the same, washed up. But either way, Ohio, Mushi, KYXY, Net, and Extinct make up the team of Orange. What do you want to say about them? I actually literally made that mistake, but then I figured it was Malk, and that was sorry about that.
It was someone who said it, but I did have Orange as one of the favorites to go into the tournament as well. So I think they can easily end up in top 3 still.
Bruno.
He wants to believe. I think Orange are doing not as good as they can. I don't call them favorites in this matchup, but they sure have the talent and the potential to perform. So if they win this match, top 3 is likely.
Okay, so we'll just introduce the opponents. We're going to get this on as quickly as possible. They're going up versus Team DK.
徐志雷 Burning 安徽 China 姚毅 QQQ 安徽 China
白帆 ROTK 陕西 China 谢俊豪 Super 广东 China
雷声荣 AMY 广西 China.
They had a great game versus Alliance, but unfortunately didn't make it into the upper bracket finals as they lost 2-1. So could be considered the favorites in this matchup. Still a team that could go all the way. Burning, MMY, QQQ, Super, and ROTK. The game is live. Anything that anybody wants to say it now. I need to sneeze.
Prediction? I'll say DK. I'll say DK as well. I want to hear you sneeze.
No.
Wait for it.
DK and ROTK on Furion.
All right, we're going to the game. Of course, it's only going to be one map, so don't be confused. It's not a best of 1, it's a best of 3. They're going to play the one map now, and it means they'll come back in tomorrow to continue the series. So best of luck to both teams. Over to the auditorium.
Orange versus DK.
Welcome everybody, later into the evening we go, and we go deeper into the lower bracket. I am Toby1.
And I'm Wagamama. And man, we're through the best of 1s.
We are. It's best of 3s from now on, and as James said though, we're only doing the first game of both of the best of 3s tonight, and we come back tomorrow morning to finish them all off.
Yeah, that means that now maybe we will see a team starting to vary a little bit how they played, but let's head over into a game and see how they're drafting.
Yeah, let's head ourselves in, man. So we'll have Orange over on the Dire side to start with. DK will be over on the Radiant side, and it almost feels a little bit more natural for us now. We get ourselves with OD bands, Darkseer bands, Batrider bands. Wait, there's no Wisp band in this one, but there is an Alchemist that has been selected up by Burning as the first one.
Yeah, so as you say, Wisp going through, it's kind of rare, but we see it sometimes. And most of the times that we see it not being touched, it will be picked up. But with so many high-tier heroes being available, we still have a lot to choose from. Alchemist, I like seeing this hero return again. It's a lot of fun watching him and to see the teams go aggressive with him rather than just try and farm up too long.
Yeah.
But we see a Furion. It's not going to be for our TK, so sorry for that one. But it's going to be stolen by Mushi. And of course, Ohio plays an amazing Furion as well.
Yep. So, of course, like a Prophet, when you want to go for that kind of split, because as you said, we saw before from Ohio.
Yeah, he was playing it.
Yeah, he's an amazing Prophet player, and he's going to cause a lot of issues for DK, be it on the safe lane, or be it on any lane, really, because Prophet is absolutely everywhere. And heroes like Alchemist get really frustrated with that kind of stuff. They want to push in, they want to move this huge momentum of his weight into a lane and then just push down towers. And now we've got a guy that piggybacks on the back of that movement. The Lifestealer is the second pickup here from Neolution Orange, and that'll be, the second pickup to combine it with Prophet.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a combination, as you say. You can follow along with the Prophet gangs, but most likely they will pick another hero to have and really initiate the team fights with, and then just let the Prophet come from behind. But we see Alchemist and Weaver, nice minus damage, nice right click so far, no real combination. But we now head into the second ban phase. Burning, it's his choice what he wants to do. And already, with a Nature's Prophet and Lifestealer, the right click is there for Mushi. But he wants to remove some of the supporters now, I would see.
Yeah, I'm interested in which supporters too flags up on both Mushi and Burning. Because the first one that flags for me, as far as Mushi goes, is the Bane. Obviously one of the great controllers up against a Lifestealer. Burning, he starts looking at what's going to combine up with the Lifestealer. So we saw in our last game, the Puck being used in great synergy with the Lifestealer. Wasn't enough at the end of the day to completely keep the Weaver down, but did cause the Weaver a lot of issues.
It did, and gonna remove off the Storm now. A lot of teams have huge respect for this Storm Lifestealer combination, so they don't really want to have that one going up against them.
5 seconds remaining.
We'll see if they're gonna leave heroes like Mushi's Queen of Pain are still in the pool. So last ban here before the second pick phase.
Oh, Mushi takes out the Enigma.
Yeah, that's
as the third ban.
That's also a little bit of a blow towards QQQ as well as RTK. I've seen both of them play Enigma here on the main stage, actually.
Orange's
and
turn to
QQQ
ban.
tends to be the one playing a little bit more micro-intense heroes, but RTK, he had a very nice Enigma, and I like the fact that he blows his black hole for any kill. If it's a kill on a carry hero, then he will use it. He will not let anyone escape if they can kill him in the mid-game stage.
It's all about finding the advantage. If you can bring one guy down for 30 seconds for the price of a black hole, that's always worth it.
Yeah,
always worth it.
Maybe not always, but just in the mid stage, he knows that, okay, there's not going to be any huge team fight. If we kill them now, we can just control the map.
Yep.
So killing off one can sometimes mean that you shut down the entire enemy team. And Puck is banned out, so Queen is left. And of course, even though Mushi is the one to ban now, he actually has the first pick among these second pickups. So he might head into the Queen if he wants to finish up the core heroes. Or, heaven forbid, they will pick a support hero.
That's crazy talk, man.
Crazy
That's
talk.
crazy talk. Obviously, like the long day of Dota and the late night here in Seattle is getting to you.
No, it's just, they're going to go for mass core again. You know, just core heroes.
Well, Chen is there. They ban out the Tree and Protector, so there's no combo for the Weaver on the long lane. But with the power of Chen, power of Prophet, power of Lifestealer, we could be looking at some maybe early pushes, depending on what the secondary support hero is here with Orange. Maybe we could be looking into the lines of that Latrak or not. Either way, we do have ourselves a Chen for Orange.
Yeah, Chen and Nature's Prophet is a sick push combination, as you mentioned, but I also really want to look into what are they going to have to fight, how are they going to kill the Weaver, because even if you have something like a Queen of Pain and Infested Lifestealer or whatever they want to pick up, it's really hard to kill Weaver unless you have that Puck. So it's a good ban out by Burning, removing that Puck. We saw in last game how effective it is, even when they were running away so early on Zhou. He had good reaction time on the Puck jump.
Yep. Might have been worth picking up the Bane themselves right now, because as I said, like it slips itself through.
Yeah, the Bane is there, and that's one of the beautiful combinations they could go for with DK. They can steal it now. Else, it's still worth it, I would say, for Mushi to consider picking it up.
I'm just thinking mainly about the early game laning stages, be it through Enfeeble, be it through Nightmare into Concoction. Gives options for DK on the long lane, and then of course you do have Lifestealer in the later portions of the game that gets a little bit out of control, and Fiend's Grip will go through that magic immunity. One thing which was really not really seen that highly during our last games, like we had the Batrider last 2 in our previous games, but that's it. And yep, in fact, Burning takes the Bane straight away. Well, I say straight away, it took his sweet ass time to pick it, but still, we do have the Bane pick up now for DK.
And another game where Rubik might be seen. We see Mushi now. He has to choose either the mid or the next supporter if he wants to go for that. But here I would say just pick up the next supporter and have your couple finished up so you know what you're going to play with. And he will go for the Rubik indeed.
Yep, when you go channeling an ability like Bane's, you want to have that easy steal.
Easy steal, easy rares, easy life.
Easy Weaver, really. Like the second Bane uses that Fiend's Grip, he puts Weaver in such peril. Maybe even Alchemist as well, considering Alchemist will be wanting to run around instead of his own BKB. So Burning's got the choice right now. He's going up against a Chen already. Does he try and fight on the aggressive tri lane? Does this mean we see a Keeper of the Light return to the field and they just try and go all out? In fact, that's exactly what we see. Burning goes straight in for the Coddle, and this already signals the aggressive tri lane up on top, puts Weaver to the bottom lane, and we're just missing mid-solos from both these teams. And as you said before, Quap is still available, but we're going into our last ban stage right now.
Yeah, and we see the first pick and the last pick are both on the same side, so Burning has a little bit of an advantage being able to counter pick Mushi, and we see a ban on the Clockwork actually.
DK's turn to ban.
We see a scary hero still available. Mushi's TA is available if you want to go for that. It's a nice damage hero, and of course against... It's not amazing disable coming out from DK. They have a Bane, it's a strong hero for sure. But with Rubik in his own team, he could go in and just do a lot of damage. So let's see what Burning wants to ban out here. I mean, Mushi is famous to play a lot of heroes. We might even see something like a Shadow Fiend again.
We would.
Queen is one of those that he doesn't want to see.
Yeah, it's just the jump heroes, and that's like Clockwork would have actually been a nice jump hero for themselves, but they are a little bit worried about maybe something else they decided to run in the middle lane. If it's a Magnus, you always get pushed back. Clockwork is a real pain in the butt to you on that one, so you wouldn't want to go down that line. But that does give you like your big RPs, gives you a big level of control. But
Orange, they have decided,
SF
and it's going to be Shadow Fiend. So a lot of Shadow Fiend in this lower bracket now.
Yeah.
And it's a hero that has been really strong. We saw it, maybe not always successful, but he does have an amazing impact on the game.
Yeah, that he does, man. That he does, because we saw it with Fnatic's Aura Strap before. We saw the raw DPS that came out from IG, and now it's in the hands of Orange. So we'll see how he goes, as well as who his laning partner will be, because Burning, now he's got a choice. He's going up against SF. Who does he want to throw into this mix-up right now up against the Shadow Fiend?
He could be going for something like more Disable, going into even a Beastmaster. We've seen Super play it before. Going for Magnus, so pretty similar hero, but maybe even better with the Empower for Alchemist. It's going to be a good hero for this game.
I was wondering if they were even going to consider the Magnus, considering we've still got Rubik now who can steal 2 fantastic abilities.
Maybe that's the idea. Pick so many amazing abilities, you can't steal them all.
You can't choose.
You can't choose.
You just can't decide. Where do we go from live here? It's like, I don't know if I want to go into the arts of gripping or the arts of like of polarity. It's
exactly, and we see ID just talking. Oh, sorry, not ID. DK just talking a little bit before they pick their heroes. This gives them a little bit extra time to really get the lanes right as they want.
For me, it looks pretty obvious as far as their lanes go. Like, you still got Burning on Weaver. Super is going to be on that Alchemist in this scenario, actually.
Yeah.
So I'm still looking for the aggressive tri lane. I still want to see the aggressive tri lane from DK.
It might be aggressive.
5
it might
seconds
be.
remaining.
We could see it for sure. I don't really like off-lane Magnus, so let's pray that it is. He has immediately stacked some regen on the Magnus, and the builds will really tell the tale of how they're gonna lane here.
Well, so let's actually just run through our players for who is playing what. So Burning, would you believe it, is switching up. So he is taking up that role as the Alchemist in this game. So money. QQQ will be playing as the Keeper of the Light. That puts Super as the Magnus. Just heading down towards the bottom lane for now. ROTK will be the Weaver. And as you said before, a little bit of extra consumable set of tangos from MMY given to him. And MMY is the last player for DK heading up as the Bane.
Yeah, that is true. So it's going to be a hard carry on this Alchemist, and that means that RTK, as you say, gonna head to top and just lane up there, and he's gonna be up against this defensive lane from Orange.
So we're basically going into the easy farm world. So speaking of man who can farm, going through the Orange lineup, so Extinct will be taking up that role as the Chen. That puts Net supporting as the Rubik. Over towards the rest of the top lane, KYXY hard carry as the Live Stealer, and down towards that middle lane it will be Mushi taking up the role as the Shadow Fiend, and Ohio, the last one on the bottom lane, very indecisive about exactly what he wants to do, but he's got an extra clarity potion on him. Only 1, not 2.
Yeah.
But he'll have 3 in total, and that'll be either his choice on the bottom lane or just to abandon and head into the bottom lane.
Already a D-ward coming out here from Orange.
The battle begins.
And Ohio, he is going for the same pretty much build as Bulldog was going for earlier. The only difference being that Bulldog bought up his Gloves of Haste from the start, being very greedy of a player. Want to get your Midas as early as possible pretty much when we play this offlane. And we see the Treants just going to town, trying to pull any form of aggro from this creep wave and mess with the balance of it. Actually just gonna go out and block the spawn.
Problem they have is they're losing too many of them too quickly, and even QQQ tries to lock the Illuminate. But they're still, well, they live long enough.
They block it once, but that's 3 Treants being killed off by supporters. It's actually a little bit of gold. It's like 1 lasted on the lane.
So is our Prophet? Yeah, he is. He's just bailed.
Yeah, he doesn't want anything to do with that. And if you don't get the pull, then I feel that it's very hard to just straight up lane against the tri-lane. especially when that tri-lane has a Bane.
Yep.
It's always going to be hard.
Watching RTK on the top lane too, we're going to see, this is probably going to be our only, like, between the middle battle as well as that top battle, this will be the only battle that will be happening. Super up against Mushi, and then RTK, at this point, just up against Net. KYXY, all he wants to do is just keep farming. The other thing we have to do is keep our eyes very, very closely on RTK and how much damage he will take from Net.
Yeah, RTK. Super also mid. I want to see how good he can do in the early game here against Mushi, because getting these last hits before Shadow Fiend's damage gets ridiculous is really important, and already Mushi doing pretty good. Wow, Mushi played 16 different heroes at the International 3. That's a big, very wide selection of heroes.
RTK should be very, very careful up here on the top lane. That's a pick up and a throw down. He's still got a Fade Ball up his sleeve. One more attack and a Fade Ball. It's almost enough with the attack.
He gets it.
Net.
Oh, that's sloppy by RTK.
It's called being taken to school and being put in the back of the class.
Wow.
1-0 in favor of Orange with that first blood in the top lane. I said there'd not be two battles, but it seems Rubik, the Grand Magus.
Rubik.
See, I could do it just like the voice actors too.
Dan, Valve should hire you.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
So that off lane for RTK not going too well now, and that's a lot of experience to get toward a solo support. Of course, he's level 3 now, doing pretty much as good as the solo mid heroes in terms of EXP.
Okay, let's look beyond this, because man, we're gonna have ourselves a little bit of time before we should see another engagement, unless Net wants to pull something else out. Timing for the lineups. What are we looking for from DK? What are we looking from Orange? Like, what is the overall plan with these lineups?
Okay, if I look at DK and looking what they are doing right now, they're safe lane farming an Alchemist, and to me, the off-lane Weaver is just a time stalling thing right now. Super on mid, sure he wants to hit his mana boots, but the timing for them is just getting Burning as strong as possible. They want to get that 15 to 20 minute powerhouse Alchemist, where you basically have Midas, Shadowblade, upgraded boots, +1 item, preferably an Assault Cuirass to go. So he is maxing up the greed and just playing as greedy as possible on the bottom. Gonna be buying up the Midas recipe if the chicken wasn't bottle running right now. But over on Orange side, they don't have too bad of a late game themselves. They are farming up jungle completely with Furion. And Lifesteal as well as Shadow Fiend are both really strong late game. So I don't think they will put too much pressure. But having Chen and Furion, they definitely want to take some towers.
Oh, hello, RTK. Walks into both Prophet as well as the Chen. Same time on the bottom lane, MMY was diving in behind this T1 tower, hoping to catch somebody out of position they could concoct after being night-nared. But Burning doesn't have any answer sprays, so pushing down this creep wave is just a little bit harder. But they do have the support of QQQ, as well as the catapult. They got it down to half-life, but there is a huge army. With the undead army, which is assembled from Chen, the army of trees. They got Net, the solo off-lane killer.
I'm surprised they're all backing. Why are they not just taking the tower?
That is a very good question, which we've asked ourselves multiple questions.
This tier 1 tower on top should definitely die. There's only a solo Weaver coming up here with mana for 1 Shikuchi. But they didn't go for the push, even having 4 heroes gathered up. So Orange with a very weird decision in my mind. Maybe they don't want to push the lane and make it easy for RTK to farm, but that's the only reason I can think of backing there. That tower was dead to me.
Yeah. I kind of agree, man. I kind of agree. But then again, we've seen, like, we were talking about this during the break, saying, like, what happened during our best of ones in the lower bracket. Like, everything is in one game. Everything comes down to one game. So you try and play as safe as possible. Of course, that does have, like, a flip side to it. Like, if you play safe, you don't push your advantage. And that means other teams can get their advantage back again.
Look for mid.
Yeah, watching Super. And he's almost level 6 right now with one more creep to go down, in fact, which does happen. Rubik he has RP, but he's got a skewer right now. A pickup, a troll. Well, there's his skewer. He didn't get up to the high ground. SF hit him with the last raise and gets the kill.
Yeah, only level 2 on skewer, so can't really skewer far enough to get away. Nice play there by Orange.
This is a great start for Orange too, and Ohio, he rotates.
Ohio, aggressive.
This is Orange pushing their advantage. Come in, bring in the trees, and then all of a sudden Illuminate might force them to back up a little bit if they can raise the undead army, but they don't have mana for it. This push is kind of going to stop.
Yeah, the push is stopping, but they got a kill, and that's a big kill as well. Getting the solo mid in the beginning of the game is so huge.
Especially before he gets his arcane boots, and that's going to even delay his blink dagger as well.
Yeah, looking over to the gold graph now, it's 1k advantage of Orange, but that's 1k advantage with an enemy alchemist free farming with maxed greed. That means that you're doing a good job just taking advantage.
He could also bind up the full hand of Midas, but Burning taking a long time for a get set. I'm wondering now if he's going to give up on the Midas and just go into this straight. I know it's classic, but so is Burning. If we look for this Radiance build up on this Alchemist.
Oh, we haven't seen a Radiance build for very long, but I doubt we will see it. We need to have that aggression using the stun from Alchemist. Shadowblade has become the popular build for a good reason. So if he's not heading into an early Midas, it will be a very early Shadowblade instead. That's the only thing that comes to mind.
Well, let's see if you're right, man. He's bringing down this tier 1 tower in the bottom lane by himself. He doesn't even require support to help him.
Yeah. Man, Orange supporters are looking so happy right now. Successful in that gang on mid, and then the fact that Net actually got a solo kill on RTK on the offlane.
Yeah. Both level 5
They're
on them.
so strong against level 3 and 4 on DK.
This will be the tier 1 tower now going down. RTK, in fact, already being picked up. The Illuminate will up a little bit of damage. RTK has no time lapse available. He's only level 3 and now slowed down again. Open wounds. One hit from KYXY gets the kill. It's 3-0. Support's TPing in, but it comes to the tier 2 tower. And they see if they can hold the tier 1 tower again. There goes your Illuminate. Falls short of all the players there of Orange. And they already backed themselves up again.
So another kill going the way of Orange. Nice commitment there by Lifesteer, just going in, knowing that his open wounds will still slow just a little bit. Even at 15% slow at the end.
Yeah, Burning is non-stopping on this bottom lane. 3 points up in the green. He could have gone up for the 4th, but he's decided to just cap it out at 3. He is building into that fighting, so 1 acid spray at least, 2 unstable concoction. So when Ohio comes down here, he doesn't have an easy day.
I think this is reaction for him. Burning would probably stay down here and farming the entire time if he had a choice to, but now with his team going 0 and 3, he knows he has to start contributing to his team as soon as possible.
Super. RP catches Mushi. Gonna skewer him back and right to the tower, and in comes the support very quickly from DK. They get themselves on the board. That was just Mushi just overstaying his walk. But at the same time, Burning did bring down that T1 tower, but Mushi just slightly out of position.
I think you're right, though. This is probably Burning being his greedy old self.
Yeah.
Chicken has been in base when he had 3,000 gold. We passed the 1900, we passed the 3000, and now he's probably just gonna go up to the relic.
I'm feeling it.
It's decent, but I'm not sure, man. With his team struggling so much already, that kill on mid was definitely good, but SF is such a flash farmer that he can just recover so fast.
You are right there. Well, the Courier might be buying up your item now. Gets back to base, and we see Burning actually broadsword and claymore. He is buying up for a full Battle Fury. There needs to be more farm, and of course my fancy points are at risk, and in middle lane, Net, you're right.
Nice ulti there by Chen, just keeping everyone alive.
For all those people out there that have Burning on their fantasy points, I'd be very, very happy at probably the conclusion of this game. You'd be very, very happy right now at the 9 points you're picking up from KYXY. 1-0, being 58 to 30. It's a beautiful start for
That's
him.
1 fantasy point per minute, man.
That's...
Go for a 100-minute game. Of course.
That's how fantasy league's gonna work.
That would break the league.
That would completely break the league. You can even get like 100 points from any kind of day. You'd be lucky if you got over 20.
Yeah. And for now, we just see both teams playing pretty safe, pretty still.
This Battle Fury is going to be up on Burning by about 10-minute mark. He's looking for the last hits right now, and he gets one, and he misses the big one. Burning.
Shame on you.
And
but
that's when the crowd applauds. Oh.
I still want to see Orange start to take these tier 1 towers. Having
I think they're about to, man.
You really want to.
They're smoke moving. They're smoke moving with 3, and they're coming around the back of the tier 1 tower in the mid, and they're looking for the fallback here from Super. He has RP available, and that's bringing a lot of support in very, very quickly. Check out the small camps. They loop around, and Super, he's coming out and check for the 10-minute room. Mushi gets perfect vision of him, but he needs Net to be the initiator. And Net with Fiend's Grip currently stolen. You know what he wants. He started the channel.
He pinged them.
He couldn't get closer.
On top, we still see KYXY just pushing this lane.
Just chilling as alive, still building up. What's he got? Phase boots, drums. Armor won't be too far away for him either. And now they're coming towards that middle lane. Super. He's back again. He's 1,000 gold away from the Blink Dagger. But this is Orange. They want to fight. They're coming down the middle lane, but they lose their creep wave, so they cannot fight.
I can't really fight yet. Alchemist now with his Battle Fury completed, but there's a Midas on Fury, and he's pretty happy to take this farm that's coming onto bottom lane.
Yep, Burning can push it all he likes. That Acid Spray is not in range of the tower, so he can just keep pulling it back, farm in safety, farm in security. And Ohio, if he does get in trouble, he doesn't want to pop it, but he wants to help out the middle lane with the burst damage. He has a Prophet on. In fact, now he throws it out. It niggles on Super, but only a bit of a niggle. Looks like it also hit on ROTK on the top lane.
Yeah, some decent damage to ROTK. And he doesn't have time lapse yet, so he couldn't really do anything about it as well. That's a very sad offlane Weaver.
Very, very happy offlane Prophet.
Yeah.
Easy money. Easy, easy money. 33 for nil with,
he
with the hand
actually
of Midas.
still
he's
has the
catching up.
Fiend script for just a little bit longer on the Rubik, as he stole it earlier.
It's only a couple of seconds, and no one's really putting themselves in position where they can get gripped. DK, like, after that shaky start up against Orange, I think they just realized, like, come on guys, let's just chill it down, get it back, and that's exactly what they have done. Like, they got the goal advantage back their way. It's not by much, it's only 500, but with 250 experience as well, it makes these kind of things negligible.
Yeah, it does. And Alchemist, of course, with max level on Grievous Greed, he doesn't want to help his team at all. He wants to farm up, he wants to be strong, and he wants to carry this game. With Empower, late game Alchemist is scary. We saw it in the LGD game against Alliance, and that was truly an epic game when it came to the late game.
Orange is waiting on this top lane. They were really hoping that there would still be someone to TP in, try and stop this, but the feeling was already there, and we did see ROTK run all the way back to his own base. Because everyone was missing from the bottom, there's only the Prophet on the bottom lane, but that instantly turns a quad lane into a 5-man Dota team.
Yeah, nice tower there on top lane. We see Shadow Fiend heading into jungle, just farming up a little bit more camps. He's heading into an early BKB. It's a good choice, but in the enemy team, there's actually 2 heroes who can go through that BKB. So still, good lockdown for DK.
So they were searching for when they did this draft. Hebert Light also what he's searching for to finish up this full mech.
Are we gonna see KYXY go into a full race car build? If so, he would buy it now.
You're thinking S and Y? Or?
He could go for something like that, yes. But he should definitely use the Armlet. Armlet is such a good item on Lifestealer. Bottom.
Ohio, there's your Fiend script. Real one being used. Super was running a blink and skewering back out again. Before the concoction can get hit, he goes down.
He goes down. And no tower will be taken for it, but a farm for burning, and then just the experience that you feed away when you die like that is really, really not something you want.
No.
Full urn now purchased by Bane. Burning keeps his 0-0-0 score, even though he threw his stun at that kill. That was after he was already dead, so.
Probably one of the last hits, so at least he can get the bonus gold from it too. But that didn't happen.
Oh. Careful with these treants. The treants go down to Acid Spray and feed a lot of extra gold.
Hit even 30 for one of those little suckers right there. Got support coming middle lane right now. KYXY just going to run himself in. Range is up. Ohio TP'd in. Nightmare up on him. MMY. Deep focus down by KYXY. Rubik's managed to pick up Kiefer's Light in the meantime. One way by KYXY. And he gets it too. Weaver will make his way in. Mushy focuses in on the tower. They even throw the Prophet on in case anybody wants to come close. Also slowing down Burning in the bottom lane, who's now overcommitted. He has the TP. He's a little bit further up, taking up the tower. And damage not fast enough.
Not fast enough, and he is going to go on. We see Shadow Fiend being chased a little bit.
Blink skewer. Oh, Mushy.
Careful for Rhinos.
Tiptoeing around the, well, I don't know, the horns.
Radiant's middle
Gets
tower
himself
is
away to
under
safety,
attack.
and he's back to the tier 1 tower. So Orange get kills, towers, and even hold their own.
Yeah, KYXY getting the better part of that as well. Getting a kill, getting the tower last hit. He's so strong now with his Armlet finished up. Armlet, drums, face boots, 14 minutes in and 45 seconds. So he's looking really happy. DD rune on Shadow Fiend, and he's only 1,000 gold away to finish up that full BKB. Gonna make him a little bit happier as well. And with this DD rune, they might even go for an early Roshan attempt. They have a lot of troll creeps. They can bring the entire Undead army to this one.
And are they going to try and stop this Super?
Well,
he's got Blink RP available, and they can get a big one too. Only catching 2. He only caught 2. The Shockwave will hit 4, and now he's picked up, throwing down. At the same time, he tried to skewer. Stolen by Net. Returned on him too. Net still alive. Finally, he'll go down to the Alchemist, but the Nightmare up on Bane. He denies himself in the middle of the fight. Is it 2 for 2 with 1 denied on ROTK? Well, maybe he'll join this fight if he throws the bugs out. Either way you look at it, the Roshan has been stopped for now, and Burning, he can't see Ohio, cuts through it, does find him. Burning picks up a double kill now. And that's his full Shadow Blade after finishing up the Battle Fury. And Orange, are they really going to see if they can finish this?
Yeah, they will, man.
The DD just wore off. Prophet's coming back to him. And so is Weaver. He's got enough mana for a time lapse, but not Shikuchi as well. And Roshan bashing on Mushi. They haven't finished off. The Illuminate hits pretty hard in Ohio, but the Roshan does go down.
So in the end, that was a very back and forth trade, but I think in the end, Orange might have gone just a little bit more from it. But with the deny on the Bane, it's really even though.
Yeah.
Having that Aegis on Shadow Fiend is for sure a big thing. Now with the BKB, he can be so confident.
I'd probably say the bigger thing was, I'd say the advantage went the way of DK. And the main reason why, Burning got 2 kills, didn't die, and he's still continuously farming. And when he gets into the later portion of the game, I don't see Lifestealer or Shadow Fiend being able to deal with him. BKB or not, you'll see the Abyssal Blade arrive up on the Alchemist. He's already farming at an insane rate. The only thing is split push, but that's also controllable with the Keeper of the Light.
That's true. Under attack.
And then, of course, you got to take into account Magnus is going to be buffing up that hero too. So Burning's going to get the Empower buff up.
Even with that, though, he will face the same thing that LGD faced. There will be a slick amount of split push coming in from Orange, and bottom lane we just see our TK gonna have a hard time defending anything down here. Shikuchi stolen now.
Net loves that. Oh, KYXY wants to go on Burning. Open wounds and Rage being used. He might have to use the Infest to try and keep himself alive. There it is, Infestor. She's trying to use the kill, pick up Burning, and then into the Fiend's Grip with the Illuminate. Rage is worn off, so everything throws and gets the kill.
KYXY way too aggressive there. He can't really go like that. He wouldn't know if Bane was standing right behind, and it was just way too aggressive.
Yep.
Even though that was really close, it could have been much worse.
TP bottom lane. Dust. He's got a time lapse. It's the second he hits the ground, and then he gets it. No, he doesn't. He got popped.
So 1 kill each, but killing off Lifesteal is bigger at this stage.
Yep.
And the towers, of course, can be 1-1 trade as well.
Fortification just slows Orange's last hit, but Burning still times it right.
Yeah,
he's up to 2,700 gold, man.
Yeah, he's getting strong now, really strong.
It's going to be a very quick AC.
Yeah, and Power is starting to level up.
Well, she's also getting strong at the same time, just nowhere near the rate. He's 5,000 net worth behind that of the Alchemist.
Yeah, you will always be behind though, especially running something like a free core, because you have the Furion, or bottom lane, just looking at the Sandholm. Because you have a Lifestealer, Shadow Fiend, and a Nature's Prophet. All these heroes are pretty good right-clickers, pretty good damage dealers. And over to DK, they have the Weaver, who sure, he's annoying, but he is not a carry in this game.
No.
The way he was shut down by Net on that offlane, he is not going to be that strong. Net's still doing really good. He has 4, 1, and 2 on this Rubik. Trying to get an early Blink Dagger.
Mushi finds a really nice rune. DD rune to come his way. That's one way to make up for the lack of gold. And
look at Burning though. They want to push bottom lane, but Burning doesn't care.
He's up to 4k gold now.
Okay, he cares just a little bit.
If he turns and fights here, he's in a little bit of trouble. Shadowblade's on cooldown for another 10 seconds. He puts up the Chemical Rage. He better be hiding right now, because Ohio's right behind him. There goes your dust. Shadowblade wouldn't even help him right now. Troll Trap and Burning. Concoction Mushi says, no way. Pops up the BKB. And they get the kill on the Alchemist.
Yeah, of course. Mushi is scared of a counter initiation using that BKB. I feel with the Aegis, maybe he didn't have to, but still better safe than sorry.
Either that or it's just a virtual diss over to Burning.
I don't know, man.
Oh, we got flying up Courier, looking for more items. And
maybe
it's going to be a Hyperstone. So we will be seeing the Hyperstone purchased up for Alchemist. Look at his money. He's got enough for his plate mail right now. And there's this recipe as well as chainmail away from having that full AC. If he didn't die right now, I will be saying 21, 22 minutes. AC will be up and running, and that may even still happen.
Oh yeah, with a complete free farm Alchemist maxing out the greed and just having that typical carry participation, you will definitely hit that kind of farm.
Especially when they have like ancient stacks being prepared for him too.
Yeah, and that is the upside to Battlefield build, being able to clear any form of stacks in the jungle.
Orange is coming in for another push. They're bringing in wards, they're bringing in a Sanjay as well to that bottom lane. And that's going to be for the Lifestealer. So we are going to see fast movements be KYXY on that Lifestealer.
Nature's Prophet gonna start getting pretty strong as well. He did have a little bit sad start as he could not offlane at all and just head into a jungle, sharing it with Chen. But he does have his Shadowblade, does have enough gold to upgrade his boots as well. And I like this triple troll army from Chen. It's such a good lockdown against the Weaver or even Alchemist.
Anybody you can, man. Bane, if he's throwing out his ultimate.
Oh yeah, so many ways to cancel.
You could just stop so many different things.
Yeah, even the Illuminate's possible to cancel. But now we see bottom lane. Initiation.
Dust's going to go too. Burning. Is this really going to be his death again? The Sprout keeps KYXY a little bit further away, so Ohio can kill secure.
All that farm, but he's still such a free frag for these two heroes when they try and gank him.
Yep, because he doesn't have any of this farm on him yet. Like, he picks up the Hyperstone, but he doesn't have this armor available yet.
Yeah, he doesn't. Easy kill, and that means that mid lane is now in danger.
And Orange, they do have a good, strong pushing lineup. The Army of the Dead moves forward. Shockwave or not. They got a catapult behind him and a dire creep wave, which even if it takes the aggro right now, they've got more. Yeah, Mushy, he's running in nice and close. One race, nice Nightmare. MMY though will be brought down by the Rubik.
Wow,
was a Nightmare was taken off by the Troll, in fact.
Yeah, nice that they stole it so fast with the Troll. I thought we were gonna see a second deny like that, and that's sick timing really from MMY, even if he was out of position.
It's great to see that these players can still pull out such maneuvers when it's been a very, very long day. Like, these guys have been here since the start of the day, started from all the games, either watching or participating. And then they find themselves now playing in this matchup at the very end of the day, and Orange can still pull out these wonderful maneuvers.
That's what it's about, man, being able to do it anytime, anywhere, and just being able to play at your best.
Stamina.
Yeah, and we see Shadowflame, he's heading into an Eagle Song, might be a Shadowblade, or what am I saying, E-Blade, or a Butterfly.
It's almost like a 3-slice shotgun. Except that doesn't quite work.
Yeah, even 4-slice, you have the ulti, which is also a very strong thing. If no one can cancel you.
Oh, money, money, money. He starts at 2,000 and ends at, drumroll please, at 3,150. Price is right. Burning. Buy what you want.
Yeah, he almost has the entire Assault Cuirass, but...
He's short by 100.
Yeah. It's now not that amazingly fast, and with the kills going the way of Orange all this game, I mean, the supporters are looking so happy with Link Tagger and Rubik. You're not too scared of an Alchemist like this anymore, because they can avoid all these sentries as well. They have good vision.
Bunny should be TPing back in just a moment if he wants to, because the push is coming in from Orange. They actually not committing. Prophet's TPing back up to the top lane.
They can't really go high ground here though. This is a push that doesn't make too much sense going all the way there. They need to push top now and take the last tier 2 if they want to.
This is the reason why it makes sense. Net's got a Blink Dagger and he's got a Life Stealer inside him. That's where the sense is coming in. They want to pick off here. They don't want a tower. They want somebody dead.
They want to pick off, but they can't really find one here. They see QQQ now, but that's the entire team.
It's the closest one. See Burning as well. Jump in. There goes KYXY, and there goes for QQQ. RP catches 2. Fiend's Grip as well. Is actually holding the life steal in position, but he's still inside the race, so minimal to no damage. They move over to Burning. Mushy winds up Burning, fighting at point blank range. The Nightmare keeps Chen in position, and Weaver might be looking to pick him off. Deeper on the dive is KYXY looking at QQQ. One race, the Gem's on the deck. That'll be picked up as well as they dive deeper. 3 players from DK being lost, and about to not be 4. With the time left to get off in time. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Death to Couriers, hashtag TI3.
Totally baited.
14.
Now, the tower, of course, they can't really kill it. It has backroom regeneration. All this time they were fighting pretty much behind enemy lines.
But that's what their intention was. That's the reason why they planted that Dire Observer Ward right here. They wanted this to be the field of battle, and they knew they could basically jump with the Rubik just over that little hill and get themselves in a great position with that Life Stealer. That's exactly what happened. We saw Alchemist getting split up from the fight. They tried to kill off the Keeper of the Light very, very quickly to remove out this mech possibility, but yeah, that's a big loss. And then middle lane, they go again.
Yeah, Super finds himself very dead, simply.
Life Stealer's the one to get the kill on that one. 3.2k gold now for KYXY. That will be his full SNY.
If he wants it, he could go for an Halberd as well, which is not bad, but when you're this far ahead, I feel that SNY is good.
Radiant's top tower
here they come.
Fallen.
Yeah, this push is really strong.
I don't even see how DK can really hold this. Illuminate does a lot of damage, but they got a lot of armies of trees, and then the dead just raise up. Because of the trolls, the back Prophet should be stopped taking up this tower.
Still have the mech available.
Concoction starting up from Burning, throws it to Mushy. Mushy does not pop the BKB right here. Instead he lets KYXY attacking him. Mushy's being sent back by the Chen. He gets him out to safety. Back to base. Mushy feeds Grip. Actually held him. Even back in the base. RP attended by Super. KYXY mantling down. He wanted Armlet, but he couldn't. The concoction will help to get the kill. In fact, will get the kill.
We see a chase by RTK as well. Gonna pick up this gem.
And Rubik says, I like your ability. Just retreats himself away. That RP of Super never got cast. But SF, man, living life on the edge. I'm wondering, did Bane's ulti just time out, or did he have enough time to get the kill? I just thought, nah, it's not doing anything more. Wait, I'm still channeling.
Oh, he didn't get the kill because the fountain healed him too much, so he had no way of killing him, even with the ulti going off there. Of course, the Sandom of 10 is good, but I feel that Mushi standing there and just taking that stun to the face is not really a good thing.
Yeah, without popping the BKB, because he could have just turned and fought. Well, not burning.
Burning.
Brazil! Stuns the Ogre. And Ohio, you can see him already. Roshan's back up again. Instantly, their minds turn to it. They instantly want to know about this, but at the same time, Prophet should also be looking up towards the top lane. And,
the humanity. It used to be such a nice world.
See, Couriers just became so much more beautiful, and the hilarious thing is, this is the TI2 Courier.
And it's dead. The other one.
Yeah, well, I would click on the dead corpse of the other one, but I don't think it still existed. Normally, they just disappear. Actually, they're both TI2 Couriers. Both teams are using TI2 Couriers.
Trying to keep them safe, man. But that push coming in on top lane, they need to defend that, DK that is. But Roshan being up so soon.
It looks like the tower should be okay with that top lane, even with Burn. Like, Burning's coming up because he wants the money. He's got Keeper of the Light that will drag him back anyway.
Of course the tower is okay, but you just miss out so much farm if you don't send anyone there.
Prophet, out he pops, Burning. Goes for the go, and then with the dust, they see Burning perfectly. KYXY, man fighting up against the Alchemist. Prophet Omen trying to help Mob Ohio. Burning, more of a man with 2 blades.
KYXY not trusting his teammate in Ohio. I believe they could actually have just man-fought him there and actually brought him down because the DPS is not bad on Furion. But
Burning.
Safe than sorry.
This is a real surprise to me. He just popped the Chemical Rage. It's going to wear off 18 seconds before it comes off cooldown. But they're already making a beeline for Roshan. They assume that Orange went in there trying to bring it down, and they're going to find Mushi just outside. And they think, yep, definitely. They've got to be inside the pit. Whole bunch of army trees. New ones could be coming in. Everything is indicating that Orange is basically inside. They're just cleaning up outside the pit, but they haven't gone in yet. There's a bit of a steal. What's Net got? He got Concoction.
That is a good spell to steal, especially with a Blink Rubik. Look for him to land a big and stable Concoction if they fight now.
Burning went in and said, wait, he's like almost full life on Roshan. They're not doing anything with it. This might even be a great point for Net to blink himself in. After the bugs are flowing, now he can blink himself in, and they can take out Roshan.
I feel that Furion can definitely TP to a top lane and just push it out, because he has TP scroll, so with mid tower still being standing, even on more than 50% HP, he could just come back immediately. Because that would send the entire of DK away from this fight. They still want to contest this.
Yep.
So going like this, it doesn't really work against DK.
They gotta get in closer, man. Roshan's not dead just yet. Knife Stealer is still playing no hands, Dota. In fact, it's Infest. It could come on cooldown by the time he gets out of net.
Infest Dota, but now finally Ohio deciding to go to a top lane and gonna split up the DK team. Even just pushing like this, summoning a little bit and hitting a little bit on the creep wave means that someone has to come top. There's 3 range creeps, there's a normal wave, and there's a catapult, so...
I think DK just giving up on this now. Saying, well, if you want to go Roshan, that's fine. We got a tier 1 tower here in the middle lane that we can take and still be close to Roshan. And that is gone. And Blink, they actually go for it. Burning, stunned up, KYXY. Trying to bring him down. The Mech Judge keeps him up in the feed script. Being cancelled, in fact, returned by Net. Holding him in way there. The Illumina will fly over, but Alchemist, too strong. Chase down, he's already brought down 1 core. He's TPing himself back in again. KYXY, the SF ulti in death does pop, and then skewer through. The Vex, nothing in range. Burning, Fadebolt through him. Picked up Concoction. He won't deny himself. He'll go down. SF also brought back. ROTK's in the run, but Net. Shikuchi to chase. He's got Blink off cooldown. 1 second, but he's got no way to pick him up. And doesn't want to run into all of DK, who also brought back him this. And they're coming back into that tier 2 tower in mid. They want to commit again, even with Chen down. But Chen, when he respawns, will have hand of God anyway.
Yeah, and they're heading into Roshan now. But what a beautiful RP that was. Catching 3 enemy heroes. I believe it was all 3 of the core heroes even. That was really, really nice. This Roshan goes down really fast when you have a Weaver as well as an Alchemist is clicking away at it.
Net can't blink in. Super almost trying to skewer him in. There's the jump out. They kill off QQQ, but they also lost a lot of life points. KYXY, now he sets a low again. Super, the main target, brings him down. Double kill for KYXY. Burning, running himself away. Finds Net, but now can't see Net. Hand of God, he's got to telekinesis. 2 seconds. Blink Dagger off cooldown as well. One charge, so he can Chikuchi again, but he does have another controller. Runs through him with the damage. They get the kill. Ohio TPing in with that side device, and 3 players for DK on the sidelines. They got a mid lane which is going to push in faster, but the top is the one they want. You're right. They just go straight in there and bring down a Rax. Buyback is only available for Prophet, Rubik, Bane, and Chen. And that is not
Rax
any of the
took
guys.
some severe damage during that mid-tier 1 fight, so... Oh my god, the aggressiveness.
What a jump. Pull him in, pot him down, mech charge or not. The Coddle is gone. The stun on Chen, so Chen will lose his own life as well. Burning, trying to retrieve himself out with that BKB, not being effective. There's no bash drop on Lifesteal. He's Nightmare for the moment. Burning, hexed up. Are they getting closer? Open wounds. Yes, he is. Burning, throws the stun to Ohio, and then the Agassi Mortal will pop. Oh, actually, yes, big RP from Super, catching and overextending Orange. The Phoenix Grip still available in for Net, and he does it on Burning, then instantly Nightmare, chain. Prophet has to buy back, but they do not take the racks. Orange, they're diving crazily past the racks.
Yeah, this is definitely not what you would expect when they come and see a tier 3 tower gone and the racks exposed. Diving in for the first kill is okay, but chasing beyond the tier 4 towers from top lane?
It's crazy, man.
That is something that you should definitely just not do.
We should probably point out to people at home that Dota 2 is an objective-based game, and the objective to win.
Point it out to Orange, Toby.
It's this thing right here, but you can't attack it, so you take out this.
Yes.
This gives you some momentum when you kill it off.
So you're saying that's the thing? They want to take down tier 3 and then just go for tier 4?
That's the plan, Stan. That's the plan.
Yeah. Anyway, we see with DK taking that fight, that's a lot of advantage coming back the way of DK. And now gonna push up on top.
With that Basher on Burning too, we saw the trouble for the SF in our previous game of what happened when you pop that BKB. And like, it's got the butterfly up in the SF, but that Basher is back again. Bulba did it in the last game, and now it's Burning's turn.
Same thing though for KYXY. He can also be bashing away at this Alchemist. And Lifesteal does deal amazing damage to anyone who has so much HP.
I thank you, Burning, for your points, by the way. Fantasy League, 20.4. For all those compendium owners at home.
Gonna stun himself.
But it's the chemical rage, so it's not as bad.
Yeah, of course, you can juke that stun if you time it perfectly, but it's pretty hard to do now with the ulti.
Prophet giving a lot of momentum here on this bottom lane, while all of DK are on this top. Someone's going to come back, and it's going to be QQQ, and he'll bring friends with him.
4-step and Blink on Net. We saw it in the last game as well on the Rubik, but this is very early for a supporter to have these kind of items.
Very different to what we saw with Fluff and Stuff too. Like, Fluff and Stuff didn't have, well, it took him 20 minutes before he hit level 6.
Oh yeah, it took a long time to get the levels, but
and then you see someone like he definitely did nothing against Fluff and Stuff, but it's like when you get these levels so much earlier, you can capitalize so much more. And that's when you get the Blink, you get the 4-stuff, and you get like it's what Kuro really does so beautifully as well. This ability to maneuver as a Rubik and not have to rely on the stolen abilities to do it. You can actually go and be very, very aggressive. You don't need Chikuchi. You can take Concoction. You can do a lot of damage. You can take an RP. You can do a lot of damage.
Yeah, the bigger thing is just the amount of kills allows you to buy these items faster. In top lane, we see a little bit of aggression coming out from Ohio, trying to find a Weaver.
Be patient. Sprout finds him hacked very quickly, but he's Chikuchi'd. But they got the dust off. Look at him move. Now the open wounds, time lapse. Out of the dust, out of the damage. And runs north, and Coddle is actually pulling him back as well as a TP. That is just security.
In case it doesn't work.
Well, there's a four-man smoke in the mid now, and they're rotating up towards the top lane. They realize that Orange was also going up here. That's an Invis rune on Mushi. He won't spoil the party though. In fact, he's going east, while the rest of DK now head west and over towards Extinct. But they have to move fast. And who are they going to find? Extinct still retreating back.
XY. Oh, it's actually going to be X.
Yeah. Goodbye, Extinct. 3 hits from the Alchemist, and he triggered on a bash on that too.
Yeah, Alchemist hits so hard with this Empower. The Empower just making him crazy strong in team fights. And here we go.
RP, they catch out KYXY, drag him back, and Burning's like, oh, I'm over here now. Fiend's grip ensures he remains there.
Losing heroes here, Orange. Not really careful enough. Great wards in the enemy jungle. They saw him all the time as he started to farm the small camp. Not very careful by KYXY.
This is a really, really dangerous position. Like, Orange were only like 5 minutes ago looking to take out that top racks and hunting and diving for kills. And now they're getting picked off, and it's DK who's staring down their tier 2 tower in the top lane and possibly even the tier 3 tower, while Live still is dead for another 43 seconds and short of buyback money. He cannot buy back.
Last 10 minutes they have been losing 1,000 experience advantage per minute. They're now 10,000. From being 10,000 ahead, they're now again behind.
This could be a really good... No, it won't.
Could be, but then again.
Yeah. Also, look at the build coming out from Weaver. Like, your BKB and normally like it's BKB Desolator. Instead, it's now going to be BKB and more than likely Monkey King Bar. And that's to get through that butterfly at Mushi.
More than likely, yes. And we see 6,000 gold on Burning. He finds his farm. Not very surprising. So probably going to finish up this Super Basher anytime soon. Chicken, in fact, heading over there.
And that'll be his relic then.
Bottom tower is under attack.
And then he can go for something else nice. In fact,
have you seen these meal creeps, by the way? They're having a secret date.
What?
What's going on over here, Toby?
Where are you drawing?
What's this? Is this the love circle in mid lane? These two guys, they think we don't see him.
Slackers!
What the hell is going on there?
They're not controlled by anybody, they're just locked in there. The trees must have respawned on them.
That's the trees respawning on top of the creeps as they were making their way. Or they just jumped inside there and said, screw this job.
The orange sleeper cell. It'll activate when Prophet comes to claim them.
Or Net with the Chemical Rage, just doing a little bit of warding. Or not even warding, he got warded on.
That's going to force Burning to concoct himself. Again, trying to go and evade it into that ultimate. And then Centaur Stomp follows up. Look how fast Net moved in. KYXY open wounds as well. They want to fight this Mushi. Winds up the only Burning just says like a BKB and bomb in through Mushi. Turning, manning up, and then going again. They go onto Ohio, and the SF ball back to try and fight in this one, but they don't want to fight. Extinct will be lost as well. Burning's right behind him. It's another one. It's a double kill for DK. Burning, and then onto the tier 2 tower as well. Last hit for the Weaver. Net still in the neighborhood. Doesn't matter what he steals. Okay, he's all Shikuchi. But he cannot stop this push solo, and Prophet has to buy back. No ultimate available for him, and now it's DK. Fortification will hold him out for a little bit, but the question will be, do they hunt the kills?
Yeah, do they hunt the kills? Ohio, of course, TP top already. He doesn't have a TP available, even for mid. They're going.
This is when Prophet is a problem, and maybe Super. KYXY, there's no damage delta, he can blink himself away to safety. Prophet only would hit ROTK, but he's already back to base.
Yeah, with that Cedar on Prophet TP, they couldn't really catch one out. He did put some pressure to top lane, but RTK can easily just clean that.
This is really a rough position for TK to be in. When you look at it, like this top rack's gone. Prophet just throws out an ulti every now and then. It gives the momentum towards the top lane, and most of the time, like, if you lose a tier 3 tower, you say, okay, it's worth it. But like Roshan spawning in just over, well, about a minute and a half, and then Ohio just puts an army of trees, pushes the top. Someone from DK has to remain there, and Connell has to pull him in. And if Connell goes down quickly and doesn't get that recall, the fight's over.
It seems very easy, but when you have DK now pulling ahead so much, they have a really strong Magnus. He has Blink and BKB. They have the Bane, they have the Alchemist. There's so many things that can kill off the Furin immediately.
Yep.
So unless he knows where every single person is as he TP's top, he won't show there for a second. Maybe he will summon creeps, but then again, that could just be more farm for the Alchemist.
Speaking of Alchemist farm, with 6.8k gold, I would kind of hope Burning would buy something. It's already concocting, and they're going to fall wide. They should probably force up someone else. Rubik goes invis, and Net. Whoop, whoop.
He juked that Bane ulti just barely. Bane had his hands up in the air, like he just don't care. But he missed.
You know, we've been over this before, Waga.
We have.
Seriously, if you don't care to put your hands up in the air, you just don't do it. It's that easy.
Bottom.
Yeah, Net runs in. And Burning, well, still in.
Orange won none of this. They don't want to go in against an entire team down here.
Nope. Keep it safe, man. Keep it secret, keep it safe. Courier bringing out TP scroll for QQQ. Extravagant
TP mid, they're
spending by
going to
the
try and
Coddle.
kill off the Weaver.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
No link-ins or anything, so just go on him.
Silence, Hex.
He always gets away. RTK's timing has been really good in this game.
Yep. And now Net wants to find him. In fact, Net will find him. Shukuchi through. He sees which way he's going, and then, well, he gets a fresh Shukuchi. But the tier 2 tower goes on the bottom lane. Burning's pushing it in with the rest of his team. And
Money just showing up on the screen.
It really does rain from the skies.
Being pushed now.
Alright, this can't be really stopped. They've got to get back in here and
that's
fight.
the tower.
Well, where's the Rax? Fortification not available. He just keeps going for it. Burning.
Rax
takes out the first Rax. Immediately stun over towards Extinct. Net wants to come in here and pick him up. That's not going to happen. They found KYXY. Feeds grip up on him and Burning. Slices, dices. 3-man RP. Drag him back and Burning's like, thank you very much. I thank you. Triple kill. Ultra kill for Burning. Super. Decapitated Orange. Put it on a silver platter. And then Burning just nom to victory. 24-21. And they're going for GG. They are going to go for him.
Not a single buyback available, I believe. No, not even one.
GG is the call. Game number 1 of this best of 3. DK claim it over Orange, and they will return tomorrow morning to face out in game number 2 and possibly game number 3. But of course, that's another day. We've still got more action coming up today, man.
We do. So this was only a first game of the series. And tomorrow we will have more games, so go to James.
I think it is time. James, it's all yours, man.
So there you have it. The first game of the series has now gone to DK, and as mentioned by Toby and Wagger, and also thanks for casting, Toby and Wagger, that will be played out tomorrow. So DK get to go home tonight, knowing that they're at match point. Orange get to go home, and hopefully they can sleep. That's my advice. And tomorrow they finish off the series. You know, imagine if I wasn't watching the game while it was on. How would you describe it?
Well, a lot of the previous games that we've seen have been relatively safe playstyle. This happens when you play for very high stakes, which TI3 definitely is. And we saw Fnatic, I think, get like 5 kills in 40 minutes. And we saw rare lack of discipline from Orange. They pushed into the base. They had a 10,000 gold lead. Everything was going their way. And they dove at the T4 towers, got 3-man RP'd, and didn't even take the Rax. The Rax was already pretty low. They could have just paused for maybe 1.5 to 2 seconds. And they could have just killed it.
And we can see the end. This is going to be the ultra kill, obviously, as I was watching.
Okay, so
go ahead.
I'm going to give a recap not only of the game but all the matches today, because there was a trend, there was a pattern going on here. It was.
I noticed when a lot of people won 2 maps, they didn't play anymore and they just went to the next round.
Apparently so, but also the other thing that happened was a team got 2 carries, the other team got 2 carries. The third player, the third farmer of the team, in some team was something that didn't go through BKB, like a Puck, like a Nature's Prophet. On the other side, the team that had a Magnus or a Bad Rider. The one that had the thing that go through BKB, come 50 minutes into the game, wins the game. There's no way around it. Don't look at me like that, James. Am I crazy?
No, you're just lucky that the show's so late that no one's listening anymore. Because that made no sense. You said thing about 5 times. There was a couple of somethings in there. And a thing of a something.
I'm losing
And then randomly there was a Puck.
Yes.
And a Magnus. So it sounded like a fantastic story. But that was some of the best moments of the day.
Perfect.
I agree.
Yes.
Actually, that's a segue. I'm going to take it off you for the moment.